Really?
Yeah.
Now.
No, I wasn't there.
I think she had trouble with her heart. She's only in her early 40s.
Or Christina?
Yeah, Christina, that's it, yeah.
Okay.
There's no cider today, so
Look at how calm it is.
No, we'll just get them running. Let me tell you something. That was the 1 year we won. That was it.
Hello? You
It
do
was
that.
1966. 27
French league, but I'm at the
Kevin
football game right now.
Rusnak was the quarterback.
Yeah, so what's the big guy's name from the restaurant? What's the big guy? What's his name?
Where I used to park.
Yeah, mustache.
All the way up, yeah, no problem.
Hair,
Uh-huh.
All right, go.
Are you going now?
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Roy P. Burt Stadium, home of the Saddle Brook Falcons, and happy Thanksgiving. Today, the 9-1 Falcons host the Boilermakers from Garfield, coming into today's game with a record of 4-5. Lucas Cuellar kicks off, picked up by the Boilermaker receiver, Dennis Saratella. Saratella brings it up to about the 30-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 Garfield at their own 30-yard line.
1st and 10 on the 30.
Ball is handed off up the middle for little or no gain.
Tackled by John Fergali. 2nd and 8.
Fergali in on that tackle. That'll bring up 2nd and 8 for Garfield. Up to their own 32-yard line. Kevin Hulis gets a snap and hands off to the right side to number 20, Robert Richardson. Pickup of a couple of yards before he's stopped by Galuzzo. That'll bring up 3rd and 5.
Long 5.
So Garfield will have 3rd and 5 with their first possession of the ball. Hulis back to pass. Actually shovels it up to the center and the ball is loose. Actually, it's probably going to be an incomplete pass. It was a forward pass. That'll bring up 4th down for Garfield.
Incomplete pass.
It'll be 4th and 5. And Garfield will send out their punting team. So on their first possession, Garfield goes 3 and out. There's 10:29 left in the first quarter. Dan DeBella back deep to receive the punt.
DeBella back.
Kick is away. Short punt. It's going to go out of bounds at about the 43-yard line.
On the 42. Saddle Brook 1st and 10.
So it'll be 1st and 10 Falcons, and they'll get their first possession of the game. Falcons coming off that heartbreaking loss last week in the round 2 of the playoffs.
I wonder if they close that door down there so they can get that bird from right up.
Napolitano takes the handoff, and there's a reverse to Lucas Cuellar coming around the right side, picking up some nice yardage. And he's finally brought down by Robert Richardson of Garfield. Not after he picks up a ton of yardage, but there is a flag on the play, and it is a holding call against Saddle Brook. So that nice run will come back. So the Falcons get backed up to the 39-yard line. It'll be 1st and 20. Napolitano takes the snap, holds on to the ball but slips, and will remain at the original line of scrimmage.
No gain.
So it'll be 2nd and 20 Falcons, still at their own 39-yard line.
Second down.
Field has really taken a beating with all the rain we've had so far this fall. The Falcons have 3 wide left. Napolitano back to pass. Looking to pass. Picks up a few yards.
Gain of about 3.
So that'll bring up 3rd and 17 after Napolitano picks up about 3 yards. Falcons are up to their own 36-yard line with 8:50 left in the first quarter and no score. Napolitano in shotgun, drops back to pass, passes to 21 Dan DeBella,
Pass complete to DeBella.
but far short of the first down.
Brings up the 4th.
That'll bring up 4th and 10, and the Falcons will be forced to punt. So both teams failing to convert a first down in their first series.
Bobby's got to read the safety in that corner to the side. He's not reading it.
Cuellar got the kick.
Lucas Cuellar to punt. Lenza and Richardson back to receive the punt. Richardson calls for a fair catch,
Fair catch.
and the Boilermakers will take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Did you hear what I told you? Look, Bobby's got to look at the safety. There's one guy open every single time on trips. They're not covering anything. They're not covering one guy every time. You've got to read what the safety does.
The teams come up to the line. Willis takes the snap and pitches back to number 20, going around the right end. That was Richardson picking up the first down. Picked up about 12 on that carry.
Ball carried by Richardson. Tackled by Bolger.
Danny Bolger in on the tackle, but not after the Boilermakers pick up the first down. They're up to their own 42-yard line, so it'll be 1st and 10 Garfield. Willis drops back to pass, looking left. Passes out to number 21. Going up the middle. Actually, make that number 2. Flags are thrown, and the runner goes down into the end zone. Looks like this play is going to be called back.
From behind.
It was a block from behind call on Garfield, so that'll negate the touchdown.
Settle first down.
Was enough to pick up the first down, however, and bring the Boilermakers into Saddle Brook territory. So it'll be 1st and 10 Garfield at the Saddle Brook 42-yard line. Willis hands off again to number 20, coming around the left end, but stopped. Beautiful by Bob Napolitano. Richardson maybe picked up a yard before he was stopped by Napolitano. Actually lost a yard, so that'll bring up 2nd and 11 for the Boilermakers.
2nd and 11.
Willis hands off up the middle, and there's a ball loose. Both teams signaling that they have it. But the referee signals that the Falcons do have it. So that's the first turnover of the game. So the Falcons will have 1st and 10 on their own 39-yard line. With 6 minutes left in the first quarter, there remains no score. Napolitano under center. The ball is snapped and handed off to Jesse Dewey up the middle. Jesse picks up some nice yardage.
Pick up for 5.
Jesse picked up 5 yards on the carry.
2nd and 5.
That'll bring up 2nd down, 2nd and 5 for the Falcons. Up to their own 45-yard line. Ball is snapped, and looks like somebody tipped that ball intended for DeBella. It was a live ball because there was no forward motion for that ball. So the Falcons lose about 10 yards on that.
And about 14.
So that brings up 3rd and 15 for the Falcons, back to their own 36-yard line. Napolitano out of the shotgun this time. Looking to pass left. Throws the ball deep for number 2, Lucas Cuellar. And it's broken up by number 10, Dennis Saratella of Garfield.
Knocked down by Coretta.
So that'll bring up 4th down for the Falcons. And they'll be forced to punt.
Cuellar back to punt.
Lucas Cuellar back to punt. Punt is away. Nice punt from Cuellar. And the ball was bobbled at first by number 30, Frankie Lenza, but then covered by him. So Garfield will have first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Garfield first and 10 from their own 33.
Willis takes the snap, back to pass, throws the ball incomplete.
Second and 10.
Looks like it was intended for Anthony Scanella. So that'll bring up second and 10 for the Boilermakers at the 33-yard line, their own 33. Willis under center. Hands the ball off to number 20, who's brought down immediately.
Carried by Richardson. Tackled by Galuzzo.
Galuzzo in on that tackle for no gain. That'll bring up third and 10 for the Boilermakers. They remain at their own 33-yard line. We've got 4 minutes left in the first quarter with no score. Willis takes the snap, rolls left and looks to pass to number 2, who catches the ball, close to the first down, but Schratz is probably going to be a little short, I think.
House's pass caught by Schratz.
Looks like we might have a measurement here.
Timeout for a measurement.
And we will.
Geez, they're going to run across the field now.
Well, the chains came out, and Garfield did pick up the first down. So it'll be first and 10 Boilermakers. And they're up to their own 44-yard line. Willis under center. Hands off again to number 20, Robert Richardson.
Ball carried by Richardson.
Brought down by Fragali, Cuellar, and Bob Napolitano was in on that. Picked up about 3 yards. That'll bring up second and 7 for the Boilermakers. Up to the 47-yard line. Willis takes the snap, looking right to pass. Throws the ball intended for number 21, but incomplete. Fragali right on the heels of the receiver. That'll bring up third down. So it'll be third and 7, Garfield, from their own 47-yard line.
37.
Willis takes the snap, hands off up the middle.
Throw to Richardson.
Richardson is close to the first down.
Tackled by Napolitano.
Looks like he picked up 6 or 7 yards before Napolitano stopped him. Looks like the Boilermakers will be a yard shy of the first down, but I see no indication that they're sending the punting team out. So this will be the first big defensive stand for the Falcons. Ball's handed off to the right side again. Runner still up, picking up big yardage.
Ball carried by Richardson.
Richardson brings the ball all the way down to the Saddle Brook 25-yard line before he's stopped by Danny Bolger.
First down.
So it's 1st and 10 Garfield from the Saddle Brook 25 with 2 minutes left in the first quarter and no score. Willis takes the snap, hands off to the left side. The runner's brought down immediately.
Ball carried by Delaney.
Delaney's brought down by Fragali and Napolitano. They dropped him for a loss of 4. That'll bring up 2nd and 14 for the Boilermakers. Back to the Saddle Brook 28-yard line. Willis takes the snap and is looking to pass. Dumps off to number 20, who's brought down immediately.
Pass to Richardson, tackled by Stewart for another loss on the play.
Beautiful play there by Peter Stewart. Dropping Garfield for another loss. So that'll bring up 3rd and long. Looks like it'll be 3rd and 20. Well, there won't be time to get off another play in the first quarter. So at the end of one quarter here on Thanksgiving morning, the score remains Saddle Brook 0, Garfield 0. And we'll be right back after these messages. Welcome back to Saddle Brook High School as we start the second quarter here on Thanksgiving morning. A scoreless game thus far. Garfield into Saddle Brook territory with a 3rd and long at the Saddle Brook 32-yard line. Ball is snapped. Willis back to pass. Long pass to the right side. And it's broken up by 2 Falcon defenders. It's like Danny Bolger.
Incomplete, brings up the 4th down.
Bolger and Conti in to break up that play. That'll bring up a 4th and long for Garfield. Boilermaker's going for it. The whistle's blown, play's blown dead. Initial indication is that penalty would be against Garfield, and it was a delay of game, so that'll back them up even further. That'll bring up 4th and about 23 yards. Garfield's still going to go for it. Poulos takes the snap and is back to pass. Looking left. Throws left, intended for number 1, who picks the ball. Joe Delaney with a beautiful reception. With a lot of pressure on him. But he was shy of the first down. So that'll be 1st and 10 for the Falcons as the ball goes over on downs.
Tackled by Davila. Saddle Brook takes over, 1st and 10.
So the Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Backpedal and he played the ball. He could have intercepted it the time he took to get over there.
We're early in the second quarter here. Scoreless thus far. Napolitano hands off up the middle to Jesse Dewey. Has a nice second effort. Picks up some yardage. Looks like Jesse picked up about 6 yards. That'll bring up 2nd and 4 for the Falcons. Up to the 24-yard line. Napolitano hands off to the right side. I do see flags thrown.
Flag on the play.
The penalty will be against Saddle Brook.
Illegal shift. Penalty declined.
Well, the penalty's declined. So the Falcons lose a yard or 2, and it brings up 3rd down. So it'll be 3rd and 5 for the Falcons. Back to the 22-yard line. Napolitano out of shotgun this time. Oh no, he remains under center. Rolling left, keeping the ball. Still on his feet. It looks like he picked up the 1st down. Up to about the 29-yard line.
1st down, Saddle Brook.
And the Falcons pick up their first down of the game with Napolitano's keeper. So it'll be 1st and 10 Saddle Brook. Up to the Saddle Brook 29. Napolitano in the shotgun this time. Takes the snap, rolling right. Pitches out to Lucas Cuellar, who's got some nice running room up the right side. Cuellar had one man to beat, but is stopped by Anthony Scanella at about the 35-yard line. So beautiful yardage picked up by the Falcons. That'll bring up 1st and 10 for Saddle Brook on the Garfield 35-yard line. Napolitano takes the snap and hands off to Jesse Dewey to the left side. Jesse has some nice room, breaks some tackles, has another man to beat, and is down to about the 5-yard line.
Out of bounds at about the 5-yard line.
Beautiful run by Dewey, breaking tackles. So it'll be first and goal, Saddlebrook, from the Garfield 5-yard line. Napolitano takes the snap and keeps right. Looks like he was brought down just shy of the goal line.
Ball carried by Napolitano.
So that'll bring up second and goal from the Garfield 2-yard line.
Second down and goal from the Bama 2.
This is the first sustained drive the Falcons have had thus far in this game. Napolitano hands off to the left side to Dewey, and touchdown Saddlebrook. So Dewey on a 2-yard run scores the first points of this game. With 9 minutes left in the second quarter, the Falcons lead 6-0. Team's going for 2 points. Lucas Cuellar wide open in the end zone for the 2. And a flag thrown for that late hit.
And goes for 2.
That penalty should be assessed on the kickoff. So again, with 9 minutes left in the first half, the score is now Saddlebrook 8, Garfield 0.
Against Garfield. The play is good.
A little bit of a trick play there, with Lucas Cuellar looking like he was confused in the backfield. Obviously a planned play. Beautiful 2-point conversion.
Penalty will be assessed on the kickoff.
There's the Saddlebrook cheerleaders celebrating along with the band the first touchdown of the game. So with that Garfield's unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, Lucas Cuellar will be kicking off from the Garfield 45-yard line. With the right kick, the Falcons should be able to pin the Boilermakers. Oh, and an onside kick is called.
Onside kick.
But Jose Rodriguez from Garfield was on the ball right away. So it'll be 1st and 10 Boilermakers at their own 34-yard line. Looks like there was a Garfield player shaken up on the play, Danny Beck, but he is walking off the field under his own power. Teams come up to the line. Garfield with 2 men wide left. Ball is snapped and handed to the left side to number 2, who's picking up some nice yardage. That was Dave Schratz, who's close to the first down.
Tackled by Balcher.
And it is a first down for the Boilermakers.
First down.
So it'll be 1st and 10 Garfield from their own 44-yard line. Ball's handed off up the middle. Again to Dave Schratz. Picks up a couple of yards.
Pick up with about 3 on the play. 2nd and 7.
So that'll bring up 2nd and 7 for the Boilermakers, up to their own 46-yard line. Flags are thrown.
Flags on the play.
Looks like there was some movement there. Dead ball foul will be called against Garfield. So it'll remain 2nd down,
Penalty against Garfield.
but bring up 2nd and about 13, maybe 14 yards.
And about 13.
Garfield backed up to the 41-yard line. Poulos takes the snap with 2nd and long, looking to pass up the center. Number 45 is wide open. Anthony Scanella was wide open for that reception, but ball was slightly overthrown.
He's sleeping out there.
So that'll bring up 3rd and long for Garfield.
He's gonna sleep the whole thing.
Poulos takes the snap, looking to pass, rolling right. Throws the ball out of bounds and was hit hard by number 53, Fragale. So that'll bring up the 4th down. It'll be 4th and 13 for the Boilermakers.
DeBella back deep.
Dan DeBella back deep to receive Reynolds' punt. The ball is snapped. Reynolds gets the punt off. So the ball will be downed at about the Saddle Brook 36-yard line.
On the Saddle Brook 35.
So it'll be 1st and 10 Falcons from their own 36-yard line with 7:17 left in the first half. Saddle Brook leads 8-0.
Beat his ass up. Tell him to wake his ass up.
Napolitano takes the snap, looking left. Throwing for Lucas Cuellar. Ball is thrown a little short and picked off by number 30, Frankie Lenza.
Number 30, Lenza.
So with that turnover, Garfield will have 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Garfield 1st and 10 on the 36.
Poulos takes the snap, handed to 20, who's pitched back. It's like an old flea flicker. thrown for number 30, but incomplete. Broken up by Danny Bolger and Tim Conti. So that'll bring up 2nd and 10 for Garfield as they remain on their own 37-yard line. Willis takes the snap and hands off to number 20. Was brought down by a host of Falcons after picking up around 4 yards.
Tackled by Parisi.
Parisi in on that tackle. That'll bring up 3rd and 6 for Garfield up to their own 40-yard line. Willis under center, takes the snap, hands off again to number 20 to the left side this time. Looks like he picked up the first down. So Richardson picked up about 7 yards and enough for that Garfield first down. It'll be 1st and 10 Boilermakers from their own 48-yard line. Willis takes the snap, again hands off to number 20. Picks up a couple of yards this time before he's tackled. Oh, I see a flag thrown out there. Giglio was in on the tackle, but the referee is pointing towards the Falcons. So Saddle Brook will get backed up. It was a 15-yard penalty. So Garfield will move into Saddle Brook territory and have the ball 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
First down Garfield. Saddle Brook 35.
So a big break for Garfield. So a 3rd down situation turns into a 1st down situation with a nice pickup in field position. Willis snaps the ball off to number 20, who's brought down immediately. Brought down by Dom Galuzzo.
Backfield by Galuzzo. Brings up the 2nd and about 12.
So with a 2-yard loss on that play, the Boilermakers will have a 2nd and 12 at the Saddle Brook 38-yard line. Willis takes the snap, is back to pass, looking left, throws to number 1 and is incomplete. That ball was intended for Joe Delaney.
Brings up 3rd and about 12.
We've got about 4.5 minutes left in the first half. Saddle Brook leading this game 8-0. Willis takes the snap, again hands off to number 20. Richardson picked up a few yards. Looks like he picked up about 4 yards. That'll bring up 4th and 8 for the Boilermakers. They went for it the last time they were in this position, or in this location on the field, so I expect them again to go for it on 4th down. Willis under center, takes the snap, looking left to pass, throws again for number 1, who catches the ball this time. Joe Delaney
Put Stewart at quarterback and
picked up the first down.
First down.
Do you see how far he's at? Get him the hell out of there. He's not even playing. He's 15 yards off the ball. He can't break up.
So Garfield will have a 1st and 10 at the Saddle Brook 18-yard line. Hands off again to number 20 to the left side, picking up some yards. Pickup of about 5 yards before he's brought down by John Fergali. So it'll be 2nd and 5, Garfield from the Saddle Brook 13-yard line. Willis takes the snap, hands off left to number 20. And the ball was fumbled and recovered by Saddle Brook. Looks like Jesse Dewey picked up that loose ball. So Saddle Brook dodges the bullet. The Falcons will have 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line, with 2 minutes and 57 seconds left in the first half. The score remains Saddle Brook 8, Garfield 0. Napolitano hands the ball off left to Jesse Dewey, who picks up some nice yardage. Dewey picked up about 9 yards on the play, so it'll be 2nd and 1, Saddle Brook. They're up to their own 20-yard line. Napolitano keeping left. Still on his feet, eluding some tacklers. Picks up the first down, close to the 30.
Saddle Brook first down.
So the Falcons pick up the first down. It'll be 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line. There's 4 wide receivers out. Napolitano out of the shotgun, back to throw the ball. Pass complete to Lucas Cuellar.
Napolitano's pass caught by Cuellar.
Lucas brought the ball up to about the 35-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 5 for the Falcons, with 1:55 left in the first half. Napolitano under center this time. Takes the snap and holds it right. Looked like he was slipping.
Ball carried by Napolitano.
No gain on the play. That'll bring up 3rd down.
What's on the play? No gain.
And a flag is thrown.
Right on the play.
Unsportsmanlike conduct called against the Boilermakers. That'll be a 15-yard penalty.
Unsportsmanlike conduct against Garfield, 15-yard penalty.
That'll bring the Falcons up to the 50-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10, Saddle Brook at the 50-yard line with the 1 minute and 41 seconds left in the first half. Saddle Brook leading this game 8-0. Napolitano hands off a reverse to Lucas Cuellar. It looks like he's back to pass. Lucas throwing the ball to Napolitano, who almost was able to bring that, reel that ball in. What a beautiful pass. And a nice almost catch. That'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Falcons at the 50-yard line. Napolitano hands off to Jesse Dewey to the left side. Little gain on the play. So that'll bring up 3rd down for the Falcons. And Saddle Brook calls a timeout with 1:08 left in the first half. So the Falcons have 3rd and 8 here. Napolitano out of the shotgun. Napolitano looking to pass. Throws down the middle of the field intended for Danny Bolger, who makes a beautiful reception. He's still trying to pick up some yardage. Danny Bolger brings the ball down to the 8-yard line, so it'll be 1st and goal Falcons at the Garfield 8. We've got 57 seconds left in the first half. Saddle Brook leading Garfield with a score of 8-0, but the Falcons knocking on the door again. Falcons have one man wide out left. Napolitano takes the snap and hands off up the middle. Looks like Peter Stewart was the ball carrier. Picked up a few yards.
Timeout, Saddle Brook.
And Saddle Brook calls another timeout. When they get back from this timeout, it'll be 2nd and goal from about the 6-yard line.
2nd and goal from the 6.
Napolitano under center. Hands off up the middle. Close to the touchdown, and it is a score. Couldn't quite see the numbers on the back of the jersey from all the mud, but that was Jesse Dewey who scored that touchdown. So Dewey had a 4-yard run for the touchdown. And the score is now Saddle Brook 14, Garfield 0, pending the extra point. Lucas Cuellar back to kick, but again we're going to go for 2 points. Lucas Cuellar passing the ball. Ball thrown incomplete. Intended for David Ball. So with 29 seconds remaining in the first half, the score is Saddle Brook 14, Garfield 0. So after the touchdown, Lucas Cuellar to kick off. Short kick. Was touched by some Garfield defenders and picked up finally by number 2, Dave Schwartz, who's going to bring the ball up to about the 43-yard line. We've got 22 seconds left in the first half.
Garfield 1st and 10, 43.
Let's go Falcons, make it happen. Let's go Falcons. Let's go Falcons, make it.
So Garfield has 1st and 10 from their own 43-yard line. Back to pass. The ball is passed to number 20 down the right side. Picked up maybe a yard or 2.
Pass to Richardson, knocked out of bounds by Stewart.
Peter Stewart knocked Richardson out of bounds after about a 2-yard gain. That'll bring up 2nd and 8 with 16 seconds remaining in the first half.
Get together
Houlis under center.
Get it together and go.
Ball is snapped. He's back to pass. Passing to the right side. Intended for number 5, Chris Concepcion, but went right through his hand.
Third down.
That'll be third down, Boilermakers. 3rd and 8, Garfield, with 10 seconds left to go in the first half.
This game in the game. It's a clean uniform. Number 5? Number 5. Hey, that's his first time in. 5, 3, right? You got it, Coach.
Teams come to the line. Houlis fumbles the snap,
Ball fumbled. Recovered
and
by
Saddlebrook recovers the fumble.
Recovered by Galuzzo.
Galuzzo picks up that fumble. So Saddlebrook will have 1st and 10 at the Garfield 43-yard line with 6 seconds left on the clock. Let's see if the Falcons will kneel on this ball or maybe throw a Hail Mary pass to the end zone, try and put this game away. Politano out of shotgun. He'll be throwing the ball. Throws down the middle. And the ball is incomplete. And that'll end the first half of play. So, after 2 quarters are played on this cold Thanksgiving morning, the score is Saddlebrook 14, Garfield 0. And we'll be right back to start the second half.